It's day 21 of the 30-day challenge with the HTC One, and in this video, I'm talking about a couple of the things that kind of frustrate me about HTC Sense 5. Prior to using this as part of the 30-day challenge, I've been working with the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 on a fairly regular basis, and there are little things that I love about that device. And like anybody else, you get into a rut, you find the things you like about your device, and when you switch devices, sometimes it's kind of hard when you realize that phone doesn't do that exact feature. I'm Aaron Baker from PhoneDog.com, and in this video, we're talking about adding albums to the gallery, different things with the lock screen, different things with the menu area, and more. It's day 21. Let's take a look at the HTC One. It's day 21 with the HTC One, and like I've said in previous videos, I love the build quality of this phone. I mean, it's gorgeous with the metal, the glass, and I say that at the beginning of every video, but it's really a true statement. If this is the device you're debating getting between something like maybe the Note 2 or the Galaxy S4, or the Droid DNA, or any of the Motorola devices that are on Verizon, take a look at this because it is beautiful. It's going to be great, and I'm excited to see it come to the US on 3 different carriers. What I'm focusing on today on day 21, we all come from a device. And honestly, when I'm not working with a 30-day challenge, my usual daily driver is the Galaxy Note 2. And what I'm finding with this one is, you have those little quirks. It takes you some time to get used to a new device. But here are a couple things, just in the sake of simplicity. I think HTC has actually made it more challenging in HTC Sense 5. And one of those things that kind of gets to me is this, for example. So you've got your applications down here in the bottom. For example, let's say I want to move messaging out. Well, obviously I can move them around like this, as you can see, and do folders or move them back and forth. But when I want to take it out like that, for example, it just duplicates the icon every single time. And I'm thinking, what in the world? What you have to do is actually go into menu, as you can see right here, and open it up. And then from there, physically put it back into the menu, and you'll see messages goes right away. And you can bring whatever you want down there. But once you're out of the menu, you have to do it by going in and out of the menu itself. So little things like that. And other things that I'm finding to be a little bit more challenging. I noticed out of the box, you have a custom application look and feel like this, and you'll see all the folders and configurations. This is how it looks out of the box as opposed to alphabetical order, and it's a couple of different things here where I'm like, you know what, HTC, it could have been a little bit easier. And obviously they're doing this based on research or based on what they believe the mainstream consumer to use their device for out of the box, but still, keeping that in mind, I'm thinking to myself, what, this could be just a smidge easier in terms of overall customization. Things like that, and then things like adding albums. For example, I can go into my camera, as you see here, I can go to my gallery, and then from here I can see my camera shots, and then I can go back from my camera shots. And I do have a camera album here, just for example, keyboard shots is one I did, and from here you can actually move them pretty easily or copy them to, and it'll say, keyboard shot, or I can create a new album right here. So from a selection of album standpoint, it's not necessarily hard, but I find just the process to be a little bit different and perhaps a little bit more challenging than other devices on the market, than the TouchWiz-enabled devices, particularly the Galaxy Note 2 with Android 4.1 and kind of that Note 2-centric version of TouchWiz. So little things like that just take some time to get used to, but I found that one to be particularly interesting, how I had to physically go in here and actually move them back and forth, put gallery out, for example, and then put messages right back in order to get it to work. Very interesting indeed. Keep it locked on PhoneDog.com for continuing coverage of the HTC One. Almost done with the 30-day challenge, and I'd love to hear from you as to what you think I need on this device. Let me know at PhoneDog_Aaron. Let me know what you want me to see covered, or you want to see covered, I should say, on this device. Facebook.com/HiAaronBaker. Thanks for watching. Keep it locked on the site for more on the HTC One on PhoneDog.com. I'll see you next time.